Governor Adegboyega Oyetola's competence and dexterity in the heart of governance is as exemplified in the last 3.5 years has been identified for his re-election in the coming July 16 governorship poll in the state. Governor's office correspondent Soya Honorary completes the story.
The campaign of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election also pulled up at Ijesha North Federal Constituency, comprising Obokun Local Government Area, Obokun East Local Council Development Area, Oriade Local Government Area, as well as Oriade Local Council Development Area in the state of Osun, while receiving royal blessings at the Palace of Alademure of Ibokun, as well as the Palace of Elegboro of Ijebu-Jesha. Governor Oyetola, who commended the royal fathers for their prayers with positive results, said that more developmental projects and welfare policies are in the pipeline if re-elected in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. In their separate remarks, Owamiran of Esauke, Oba Adeyemi Adediran, Alademure of Ibokun, Oba Festus Awogboro, Ajalaye of Ipetu Ijesha, Oba Adeleke Agunbiade, Elegboro of Ijebu Ijesha, Oba Moses Oluwafemi Agunsoye, on behalf of other traditional rulers and chiefs in the area, paid glowing tributes for the outstanding performance recorded, describing him as competent, pragmatic, a leader par excellence with humane heart, affirming that there's a need for good work to continue under the leadership of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola across the state, addressing the teeming crowd of party supporters at Ibokun roundabout as well as at Ijebu-Jesha market. Governor Oyetola noted that a vote for Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election represents a quantum leap towards the session of Yoruba presidency personified by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the benefit of all across the state of Osun, adding that he is poised to surpass what is currently unfolding in terms of meeting the yearnings and aspirations of the people across the state.
We recognize the fact that they've been in existence, only has been in existence for a while, but things are changing. I believe with the turnout and the performance during the primary, I believe it's not the same thing. We are making serious inroads to win, but I'm confident about that. Based on the performance of the government, also the performance of the party, we are winning the
The state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Gboyega Famodo, the Director General of Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, as well as the leadership of the All Progressive Congress in Ijesha North Federal Constituency, including Otumba Jumoke Ogunkeyede, Alhaji Nasir Komolafe, Honorable Natalie Agunbiade, Honorable Bosun Oyetiloye, among other speakers who were pretty much eloquent in reeling out the laudable achievements recorded in all ramifications across the state, enjoined the resident to reciprocate the good gesture in the forthcoming gubernatorial election in sustaining the good governance. Dignitaries on the campaign train with Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, including the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, Mrs. Oyefunke Alabi, former deputy governor, Mrs. Grace Titilayo Ponle, chief of staff to the governor, Dr. Charles Akinola, members of the State Executive Council, members of the State House of Assembly, the leadership and members of the All Progressive Congress from across the state. From the governor's office, Soya Onoide reporting.
Meanwhile, indications have emerged that the Independent National Electoral Commission has bowed to the pressure to the request for extension of ongoing continuous voter registration exercise. Chairman House of Representative Committee on Electoral Matters, Aisha Duku, disclosed this while briefing journalists on the outcome of a meeting between the committee and the electoral body. Duku said, following the resolution of the House requesting extension of the CVR by 60 days, the committee met with INEC to brainstorm on challenges encountered by Nigerians seeking to register and vote in next year's polls. She said after the meeting, the electoral body promised to look at the resolution and come up with a position. The lawmaker, however, said the extension, according to INEC, might not last up to 60 days. The federal government has ordered the immediate suspension of 3,000 workers over alleged presentation of fake certificates for recruitment into the Federal Civil Service. Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemi, made this known in Abuja during a media parley as part of the activities marking the 2022 Civil Service Week celebration. She revealed that the 3,000 workers with fake certificates were discovered by the Federal Civil Service in the ongoing certificates verification by the Commission and ordered their immediate suspension from the service. Dr. Yemi said this fresh discovery was coming after about 1,500 workers who joined the Federal Civil Service with fake appointment letters were detected in April this year. She recalled that over 1,000 of the personnel earlier discovered with employment letters were from the Ministry of Information, while 500 others were found in other ministries, the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System. While explaining why there is no recent recruitment into the service, she noted that the Federal Civil Service is currently overbloated with more than 76,000 workers in the core service. She maintained that there was no way the Federal Civil Service could absorb all Nigerian graduates, stressing that the plan of the government now was to have a nimble workforce. Dr. Yemi added that the experience from the COVID-19, where junior officers stayed at home, was an indication that the service is overbloated. The Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, has called on West African countries to improve their levels of cooperation to better address problems of healthcare access and out-of-school children, among other human development indices. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, where he received the Prime Minister of Guinea-Bissau, Mr. Nono Nabiam, ahead of ECOWAS Integrated Regional Human Capital Development Forum hosted by the National Economic Council. According to a statement titled National Economic Council Host International Forum on Human Capital Development and signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Laola Akonde, the Vice President appreciated Mr. Nabiam for honoring the invitation to attend the conference. The statement described the Human Capital Development meeting as an important forum that creates an opportunity to share experience that will boost the economy of the continent. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo commended President Umaru Embalo of Guinea-Bissau for his strong support for Nigeria, describing him as a very good friend. While on sports, 4 African countries, Ghana, Botswana, Togo, and the Benin Republic, are expected to participate in the relay events as the national trials organized by the Athletics Federation of Nigeria to select athletes for Oregon 2022 World Championships and the Commonwealth Games in England begins in Benin City tomorrow. It was learned that only the Nigerian women 4x100 meters and the mixed relay teams have qualified for Oregon 2022, while the men's 4x100 meters and the 4x400 meters relay teams are yet to qualify, as well as the women's 4x400 meters relay team. On his part, the chairman of Edo Sports Commission, Yusuf Ali, told reporters that everything had been put in place for a successful event. While on the foreign scene, ousted Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi has been moved from house arrest to solitary confinement in a prison compound in the military-built capital, Naypyidaw. According to a junta spokesman, since Suu Kyi's ouster in a coup last year, she had been under house arrest at an undisclosed location in Naypyidaw, accompanied by several domestic staff and a dog. The 77-year-old Nobel laureate left those premises only to attend hearings for her numerous trials in a junta court that could see her handed a prison sentence of more than 150 years. The junta spokesman added that Sukuyi's future trial hearings would take place inside a newly built courtroom inside the prison compound. Reports say since seizing power, Myanmar's military government has detained thousands of pro-democracy protesters, with many facing secret trials that rights groups have decried as politically motivated, while the crackdown has left more than 2,000 civilians dead, with more than 14,000 arrested. And that ends the media news on OSBC TV. It was edited by Kayode Adebayo. Join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.